teams in a best of one, who's kind of got the more secure draft? Who do you kind of feel safer playing behind here?
Well, one's going to be able to transition into this super late game with like this Sniper Doom. So I would say like for that, ManaspA look comfortable if they can get to those later portions. But I like Nigma's aggression, I got to be honest. Sumail playing one of his absolutely most iconic heroes, his Leshrac. Even though Amar is playing Slark, I think we could see one of those situations where Sumail is actually the real carry as this Lesh. But let's see if we can get to the heroes. That's one thing that could be a little problematic is getting on top of the Sniper until they have that itemization, be it some like Aghanims for the snap or something like that, or the Slark just jumping in and finding him with Beastmaster.
Sure.
Let's see. This, I mean, I'm hoping we get something super exciting because we just got to see that last series and it was super hype, so I really hope that these best of ones live up to that.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some crazy games of Dota 2 all today. If you've been watching, you'll understand. We've had a right treat of a display of fantastic play from all the teams really we've got the pleasure to witness, and now let's hope that's continued here with Nigma Galaxy versus ManaspA. As I say, you know, both teams are going to be doing their best to hold on to the spot here in Division 1.
If I'm not mistaken, every series today has gone the distance. I mean, these, of
had
course, are best of
ones,
ones, but there's definitely potential for this to even go the distance of a best of one, where we could have that super late game with this Sniper and stuff like that. So,
because when it is a best of one, right, it's highly likely that we're going to see teams get into a position where they'll have a lead, and they're going to be so careful because nobody wants to throw away an advantage in a best of one.
I'm looking forward to also watch some of these like more unknown, more heroes that aren't really played too much. It's a first two opening Shadow Demon. Just pretty interesting. Not many other teams are picking it at the moment. We did see it as a counter versus Treant Protector in the last tour, but that kind of disappeared completely because Tree did. So yeah, it's interesting to see that GH still really does like to play this.
Seeing some of the lane matchups that we've ended up with. I mean, overall, in terms of the laning phase, who's feeling in the stronger spot?
Let's see. Honestly, it's kind of even across. Whoa. Whoa. What the heck?
That's my password.
What the whoopsie. Well,
okay.
Top is always, I mean, we'll see. Top's a bit of a struggle always, since they counterpick the Beastmaster heavily. They have the Undying, they have the Sniper. That's probably the hardest one, I would say, for Nigma. The other two lanes look fine. Slark should be able to farm pretty decently with the backup of the Snap versus Desire and Skylark. And then the, you know, this DK versus Leshrac.
Yeah.
Sumail should have a free time, but might not be able to pressure Wish either. I haven't seen these DKs just win most matchups or come out just complete dead even.
Yeah, solid hero, nice easy attack animation, good damage. You'll get a few denies in the matchup, or at least you should be able to.
GH playing very aggressive with these illusions. I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna, how he's gonna skill and everything too. There's an ability, of course, that most people just don't even know how it really works on the Shadow Demon. The Disseminate, yes.
And what does it do? Explain it.
It's kind of like a Blade Mail Fatal Bonds kind of style ability. You can use it defensively and aggressively to focus fire a target and get that big burst damage, or you can use it defensively a target to kind of protect them. It's cool. It's a really interesting ability.
Something that comes into play later in the game, or you're playing with it in the lane? You're getting points early?
You usually wait later, way later. Unfortunately, it costs 100 mana at all levels, and the cast range, especially at early, is 700, so not really something you want to play around. So yeah, it's usually just Shadow Poison. It's just a standard for SD.
I mean, yeah, the lane of spam really up top.
Sure
GH with the Shadow Poison, and of course, Spartan hitting back with Decays. Definitely a lane that you want to be getting the sticks nice and early.
Yeah, let's see if they are actually getting it, because I don't see the side of Nigma actually going for sticks. ManaspA already started with them to be able to deal with that spam.
And then, of course, yeah, down on the bottom lane. Do you like sort of the way that things ended for ManaspA getting the Doom for Skylark? He had a lot of his kind of more frequent picks taken away, right? The offlane pool was pretty small by the end of the draft. Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely very good versus the Slark. There are, of course, going to be ways to save, and we've seen the incredible plays with some of these 4-stabs from some teams, so maybe there is going to be some potential of that. But right now, I mean, Skylark, he's actually doing very well. 11-4, he has this annoying frost attack creep that's actually putting some pressure onto Amar.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's the cosmetics, because he is looking beautiful today. Look at
really
these.
Nice.
What is it? Some sort of like Hydra heads or something? It's fantastic.
I've never seen that set. Yeah. He's fully decked out. The guitar, we see all the time, but yeah, the snake's so beautiful.
Oh, top lane. GH, the zombies are getting him. He's going to be able to buy some time here, but the zombies will still be there. Spartan will get first blood in the top lane.
He's been pushing the limits up top on GH, playing super aggressive. We see the last hits already reflecting that a bit here. Only 9-4 on Nande, but this time he steps up a little bit too far. How much regen do they have down bottom? Amar is just sitting very low. He's just constantly getting poked. Honestly, it's working out pretty nicely.
He's got a few one charges, and he's currently chomping on a tango at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a pretty sizable wave coming in, so should be able to catch up on those last hits. Yeah, Sumail is having a bit of that edge versus the DK. So not this time around. As we were mentioning, the DKs tend to have that beautiful matchup. Sumail, he knows what he's doing.
On top lane.
Nande.
They're trying to go on Nande.
He's deep.
He's trying to stand his ground against Mind Control, but there's a creep wave coming in. Nande's got to be careful.
It's another axe.
And that'll take Nande down. We'll see if Spartan can take him Mind Control in return. He cannot. He'll get a board, but yeah, Nande caught out a little too far out on the lane.
I like that he's actually going for the board levels rather than just going for straight max axes and stuff like
Sure.
that. Sure, we'll see like the stacks and stuff come into play later on, but very aggressive, especially when you hit level 3. The level 2 board is super potent, and same thing with level 2 Shadow Poison.
Nande's got to be a bit more careful. I mean, out of the course so far, he's definitely having the slowest start.
Sure is.
In regards to farm and CS.
And he's got the Undying to back him up too, so it's all about... I mean, they literally picked this to counter the Beastmaster, and so far, Nigma doing an excellent job up here. Looks like Mind Control will have to take... Okay, he's got a salve, actually, so we'll be able to stick around. I thought he was going to go back to base. That would have hurt.
Bottom lane.
Lamar.
Trying to get in onto the slot, but the cookie's there from Kuro.
They're applying a ton of pressure to him. How much... I mean, again, they're out of regen. They have one more salve on Kuroki, but he's gone through all of his tangos just to keep Amar safe here. And Amar going for... honestly, the build that you like, Owen, or the build that you used to like. He has 2 points in passive. No points in dark path.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're against a melee. You
Sure.
know, you want to be punching. See Kuro get chased out of the lane here. Skylark and Desire, they'll find him. We'll try for a deny to the neutrals, but not quite able to aggro them in time. But yeah, very much taking that second point. I mean, it's what, 15 seconds up to 30 seconds? No, 20 seconds up to 40 seconds.
40 now. It got
so
buffed
it feels
some
really
time
nice
ago.
for the lane. But it can have the tendency to feel kind of bad if you're not actually able to kind of get kills and find those sort of situations where you're standing your ground against the Doom.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much he's able to actually battle in the lane.
Spartan does juke the poison. One more and he might go down with a set of axes. Nice
Whoop.
juke again. Close, but no cigar.
I mean, it really was, yeah. Let's just say if they were able to get up to a 4th on their GH, they may have just had him in the mid lane.
Sumail getting incredibly
Super
aggressive.
aggressive. He's going to force a TP, but it will get cancelled in. In fact, Sumail's going to be able to turn. Kuro comes in with a cookie. And with that +1, Sumail, he's able to take down Wish.
Oh, that's a big deal, too. It's around the power rune. It's the catapult wave as well, too. Tower taking significant damage. And he popped the DK form.
I mean, Sumail, top of the net worth right now, very much winning that lane. He picks up a haste rune as well. Definitely a high likelihood that he'll be able to get something done with that. Or at the same time, he's now very difficult to be ganked in this mid. Having the reliability, the haste to get away in top lane. Mind Control, hitting these axes, taking down Spartan. Got a couple of lanes, well, that's kind of the top and the middle that Nigma Galaxy is going to be feeling pretty happy with.
And Amar is still pretty well.
He's getting the
doing fine.
creeps. He's not, getting completely zoned out at the bottom lane.
Nope.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's a close start overall, 3 for 2.
And
kills.
We have seen Skylark. He's just queuing up the Midas, so it's not going to be the Meteor Hammer this time
All
around.
right, doing it old school. I
Sure.
can appreciate that.
Yep.
None of this new Meteor stuff.
Pride maybe doesn't want to go too greedy. We have seen a couple of times it backfires if you do have too much greed on your draft, so maybe wanted to have a little bit better of a faster timing and stuff like that, apply more pressure.
See over in the mid. Spartan, he is going to lay down the tombstone. But Sumail, of course, with that haste rune popped, he's going to be able to run away from it. In fact, he's going to try and turn this as well into a play top. He's going straight for the top lane.
He could be in trouble. He looks pretty dead.
I think so. I mean, Sumail causing issues now for ManaspA. With these plays, the aggression in the mid, helping to take down Wish early and now making these fast moves in a move that ManaspA, they were not ready to respond to at all. There was no help coming in for Nande.
A fantastic start from him. They're even going to get the D ward here too, so Spartan immediately loses that. And they already have stacks prepared, so either for the Beast or the Lash to enable him on timing Wish. In the meantime, since Sumail did leave for a second, is going to poke Tower. They're even bringing Desire over, so it's a 1v1 in the bottom lane with this.
It's kind of scary though. If they get any sort of setup, I mean, Sumail and GH, they've got pretty good kill potential, especially with Kuroki here as well. They're going to get the setup here. Sumail, he's got the follow-up stun. They're going to try and go for Wish. Cookie and for Kuro over the two of them. So they've got the damage to bring Wish down. Spartan, he's also going to fall. See what Skylark can do in return. He's going to drop down the Doom on GH, which will, of course, get him the kill. Kuro not quite able to set up for a deny. They're diving in under the tower here. Kuro's got the stick charges, but ManaspA, they will get the cleanup. Skylark gets the double kill. See Desire with the leaps as he'll try and escape this Mind Control. He's not going to continue to chase, so Desire will also get out of there. We're seeing the action already speed up here with some early moves around that mid-tier 1. Looked to be an okay start, really, for Nigma Galaxy there in that play, right? We had the two heroes going down on ManaspA, and Sumail survived. But when he goes down, Skylark just sees the opening to just charge in, and ManaspA, they're able to get some kills in return, some pretty good ones, but straight back in action. Nigma Galaxy, they're sending Sumail up to the top lane. I mean, it's just go, go, go here for Nigma Galaxy. They want to try and get Sumail super hyperactive, really, here. 8 minutes in. They'll take out Spartan. And have to set up onto Nande, but Nande's kind of standing his ground here. Sumail, he's actually going to end up getting taken down by Nande.
Oh, and he just TP'd up to go, for this aggression. Uh-oh.
Maybe a little too aggressive there. That's not going to feel good, giving his life away there to the enemy carry. Nande walking away with a smile.
Oh boy, in mid lane also Wish, with Sumail being dead, Sumail no TP, he's going to perhaps be able to get some pressure onto here too. MC, he's in the mid lane, bit of an awkward place for him to be. The bottom lane, though, it has been now opened up completely for Amar, so he is getting that free farm. But Skylark, he's got his Midas done. Even after that early aggressive move mid, he still has a very good timing on it.
Yeah, I mean, getting in on the mid, getting involved in those 2 kills, it did him well. Yeah, top net worth, and as you say, with the Midas out, he's going to stay there for the foreseeable future. And they're ready to go again. They want to fight here. The 2 supports here backing up Wish, Spartan and Desire. They're looking to go. They get the setup onto mind control.
He blocks the arrow.
In, and they'll take him down. The burst is there, even having Nande around to throw in an assassinate. The team play stepping up here from ManaspA.
Are they going to be able to contest the stack? It is a humongous stack on the hard camp.
What, just 10 minutes in, and how many creeps is this?
It's like a 5 or 6 stack going on right here.
Well, they don't have any vision up here, ManaspA, so they won't be aware of this. And Sumail, he is going to start clearing it. So Nigma Galaxy should safely be able to take this huge amount of golden XP that they were able to prepare for themselves without any interruption from ManaspA.
Yeah, you know what? Like, Mind Control's death looks maybe a little weird, but perhaps he saved the stacks, right? Because he's walking toward the rune top as they're walking into the triangle, so honestly, that death maybe doesn't feel so bad for MC that Sumail's able to secure all that.
Yeah, and Amar, as you say, is definitely happy with the space that he's getting bottom. Yep. He can work on that diffusal blade.
Okay.
We'll see what ManaspA's next move is going to be. What they're looking towards. Wish, of course, trying to get the Blink Dagger online. Interesting to see very much a team that's, they're not about the Meteor Hammers. This DK, this Doom, they don't want to do that. They want to do what they know is kind of tried and tested from before. Midas into BKB for the Doom, and I imagine some sort of Blink into BKB is the plan for Wish.
They want to fight back. I think they know that Nigma's going to try to play a bit faster with their draft, just try to pressure things, so I think they're trying to itemize a little bit earlier just to deal with that as GH. We have a follow catch Spartan. He's going to get purged up.
And he's going to lay down the tombstone. I mean, Desire is coming from the side here, trying to block GH off, and Assassinate's going to be flying over. It's not quite enough to bring GH down. Kuro with the cookie gets GH back to the safety of the high ground.
I mean, but Spartan's fine. Perfectly fine. Super tanky on this Undying, and they will clean up the stack. Yeah,
Nande on track to get a good timing as well with his Maelstrom.
Important to be able to block any of those type of ganks. I mean, they use an SD ult, and overall, I mean, looking at the SD ult this game, he doesn't really have the best purge targets. Yes, versus a Doom, it's pretty okay, and versus a DK, and eventually if he's able to farm an Aghanims, of course it's going to be amazing versus DK, but using the spell on a sniper, it's usually very good versus those melee carries, so it will be maybe a bit difficult for GH to pick and choose his targets. But GH, as we've noticed before, just all about the stacks this game.
Yeah, just making sure that there's going to be so much here for his team to clean up, and top lane Mind Control, he'll be able to take out Spartan and now start applying some pressure to the tier 1 here. Which ManaspA, they may not feel too interested in trying to defend.
It was Kisses that they used there to get the kill.
So set up with the Demonic Purge, trying to close the gap with the cookie on the illusion, but Desire, he's more than fine, still got an extra leap to play with. But ManaspA, they are having to sort of vacate this top area of the map now.
But they're making their own aggressive move. Wish, he makes a rotation bottom. This is pretty much going to finish up his Blink Dagger, so feels like for ManaspA, they're going to be able to react. Should be a very kill-hungry game from both sides.
Yeah,
8 to 7 already, 15 kills in 12 minutes.
Yeah, especially sort of what the 4 on each side. We might see sort of Nande sit back a bit and Amar sit back a bit whilst they hit the creeps, at least get that first major item online for themselves, maybe the second one, then they'll get involved. But yeah, outside of that, everybody else, they're down to brawl this game.
I think Amar, I mean, with the way that he's building, right, that tells me that he's going to look to play a bit more aggressively.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Well, gets defusal, and then he's in. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got, as you said, some save at least. There's going to be GH with the disruption, giving opportunities for Dark Pact or Shadow Dance to come off, and even just sort of Kuro getting a cookie, allowing Amar to reset if he gets in a bit too deep.
But it feels like he does have to probably make those aggressive moves as soon as he have it, because him not going for Echo Saber Ags build, that means he's not going to be that like super farmed Slark early on unless he gets some kind of kills and momentum out of this. So we'll see where he goes.
Going to be able to look for Kuro here in the mid lane. Arrow won't connect, but looks like it won't be necessary. Assassinate's coming in. Nande able to snipe Kuro, get the pressure onto the tier 1 tower.
They're playing fast.
Well, they should be able to take this tower down. Skylark at the same time headed straight into the jungle to see if he could find an opportunity to catch Amar, but Amar's able to back off. This mid tower going down. Should be more money here for Nande. Making good progress here as the sniper. 2K lead at the moment now for ManaspA.
Skylark is huge already at this point in the game, too. He pretty much has BKB done. 8,200 net worth. He's had a beautiful performance so far in this Doom. And getting involved, too. It's not like he's just sitting back and farming.
No, absolutely, yeah. 3-0-1.
Impressive
and,
stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what feels like one of the quicker Midas BKBs that we've seen because of how many Dooms nowadays are opting for the Meteor Hammer, then the Midas, then the BKB. But yeah, going straight for the Midas into BKB is going to get this online for a fantastic time for Skylark. It's going to be tough for Nigma Galaxy to deal with when he comes charging at them. Highly likely he finds a Doom target each time in the fight.
Who's he going to Doom, though, right? He definitely wants to go for the Slark in most situations, but as we were mentioning, like Sumail, he's probably going to become that carry that maybe needs a little bit more attention, so he might be actually forced to go for Sumail in most of the fights.
Yeah, there's definitely a high chance, especially considering the speed at which his BKB is coming out is going to mean he's going to be able to play so aggressive with the Doom that it's a point where Nigma Galaxy, their cores won't necessarily have like the items to be able to survive through the Doom. They, if he gets in on top of them and can commit with the BKB, good luck getting away from him.
Absolutely. Aggressive moves. Nigma, they've got a bit of a timing here. They have every ult available. How long on Demonic Purge is up, sorry. I thought it was not because the green indicator is not showing for some reason, but everything is up. Bloodstone ready for the Lesh. So it looks like for them, they're ready to fight, but at the same time too, ManaspA, we were saying, they're ready to fight all the time. Blink early on the DK, the Doom has his BKB, and they're protecting Nande. They're playing in between the positioning where they would expect any type of smoke rotation to come to that sniper. Scan will catch all of them.
All right. Yeah, Nigma. I know what to expect from ManaspA.
They really want to try to find some aggressive plays coming out here. Because ManaspA, they are getting to sit back and farm as a sniper, which could be scary.
Yeah, Desire playing nicely to the edge of the lane, though not stepping anywhere near the stairs. He's going to get a little closer to Sumail, but no sort of positioning for a disruption setup available at this moment in time from GH.
I mean, a very different...
Drop the dust, but yeah, Desire, he's making sure that he cannot get caught here.
Very different build coming up from Amar. He is going for just the straight Lincolns into the Doom. Okay.
Oh.
Wish. Dark Pact.
Going to have the defensive disruption. Sumail steps forward, sends out a lightning bolt. See if Nigma Galaxy want to fight this. They're looking towards Spartan.
They throw the kisses
are coming out. Spartan stepping it off.
Max distance.
They'll get him. But ManaspA, they're still looking to try and fight back into this. 4 versus 5. They go back in with the Dragon Tail on Amar. They're peeping away at Kuro. Assassinate flying in as well. The BKB's out, but the Roar's there from Mind Control. Holds back Skylark for now. He's getting in on top of the sniper. Sumail's a problem. He's full HP and he's doing the damage, and Nande can't live through it. As Sumail.
The Doom is thrown out, but he's fine.
I mean, yeah, and Sumail's just going to be able to chase him out. They couldn't deal with Sumail in that situation. They had no clear entrance to the fight on top of the Lesh. Sumail, it pretty much just stays at full HP, and yeah, just the damage is done. You don't kill this Lesh or stop him at the start of the fight. Good luck getting away from it.
I think they're going to start knowing that it's Sumail who's the carry.
Yeah, you got to deal with Sumail. It's a huge problem for ManaspA right now.
Thing is too is they walked up into the vision, everything. Like Nigma is completely set up for this, and they tried to go for the jump. There's a lot of saves that are going to be coming out from Nigma. They don't even have the depth shroud yet for the Slark, but another potential that can come out there. The disruption, it did work. It stopped any initial go, and yeah, the Doom, he goes a little too far and maybe bakes his teammates.
They put the drums. They're going to see if they can get in onto Spartan. They get the cookie onto the ball. And Spartan's gone.
Huge kills.
They're speeding it up in Nigma Galaxy. They're taking away that little bit of a lead that ManaspA had.
And this is, I mean, Doom is on cooldown for 90 seconds now at this point too, so it's a big timing here that Nigma's taking advantage of here. And yeah, Mar, I was pointing out, he's going for the Lincolns, so of course a way to deal with the Doom and also the instant jump from the DK, but not something we see too often on these Slarks. It really tends to be just straight Echo Saber Aghanims, but every single player, they have their own build.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a good build.
I'm cool with it.
It's a good build. It feels nice as well to be able to play with the regen that like the Lincolns gives you as well. You know, you're constantly just out of the map. You always have the mana to play with.
And you can use it on allies. Like, he could actually just like, throw it onto Sumail, and then it's
Sumail's like, Amar, come on. Yeah. You know he's the real carry. Build a Lincolns, and you better put that on me. We'll see if he does put it on Sumail in the fights, because could be some cute plays to make with that.
Yep. And now we're gonna look to see. Yeah, Sumail. I thought he was gonna wait a little bit longer, but the blinks are gonna start getting queued up. The ways to close the gap onto this sniper. Yep. And Nande, since he went for the greedy Maelstrom, isn't gonna have that Hurricane Pike super early, and I don't think they're going to have any real force staff to change his positioning to protect him with that early blink if it comes out for Sumail. So
let's have a look here. I mean, Nigma Galaxy, they've pretty much taken full control of ManaspA's jungle.
They're feeling good.
Going to start poking at Skylark.
Getting stacks built up.
Yeah, he doesn't want to push it too far there, Amar.
But he forces a Moonlight. And they still have the position advantage here on the side of Nigma.
And again, you know, considering how we saw the play went last time, entering into their own jungle for ManaspA is very difficult. You don't want to walk into this.
No.
You saw what happened last time.
No, definitely not. Now it's a Helm of the Overlord as well, too. It's actually way scarier. And, oh my goodness, that's a full mech for Kuroki. Okay. He was saving up like 1,800 gold. He just brings a full mech now for the next fight, too. So they're super strong. Yeah, they're going to look to hunt.
Absolutely. They know that with the way that they position themselves inside ManaspA's jungle, that ManaspA, the only place that they have to go, it's over to Nigma Galaxy's jungle. So Nigma Galaxy, they're going to sweep back over there with the smoke and see who they can find.
Might just find a support here. Spartan's already bailing. And Desire, he's still got one more leap.
Amar trying to close the gap to get him with the defusal slow, but indeed that last leap from Desire should keep him safe enough. Wish also able to TP out, so a good avoidance there of the move that Nigma Galaxy were trying to make. ManaspA, they don't lose anyone.
Yeah, they actually completely skitter away. Okay, very nice. Nigma, though, gonna continue looking. They're hunting. They feel strong. They know they need to keep up tempo to be able to pressure this Doom, this Sniper, this greedier draft that's coming out from ManaspA. Going for aggressive wards. MC finds a better creep. Doesn't want to use the Ancient Knight Shaman. Who are they going to find?
He's going to put the Dragon form. They really want to try and fight here, ManaspA. See if they can catch Nigma Galaxy whilst they're a little bit split up.
Can they get on Sumail is the question.
Would be the big catch. Skylark
tries, but he's far.
He is. They'll turn towards GH instead. They get the arrow connection. Kuro won't be able to save him, so they get something, ManaspA, but definitely not one of the big kills they were hoping for.
Do they get the D ward? Spartan, yeah, he's switching in the Sentry, so we'll be able to get the D ward as well. But that's a DK form popped. And not able to get that big snag onto the Lesh.
Yeah, they were close, but somehow just a little too speedy.
And now
Skylark couldn't quite close the distance.
And now he does have that Blink Dagger, so he can go for positioning. And GH, he's going to be able to respawn in a moment, and maybe we see Nigma again look for some type of play themselves. Is the Hurricane Pike now finished? It is. Okay, so Nande has at least some way to protect himself, break the pounce, etc. if they do get right on top of him. Still very fragile. They are trying to pump him up with tomes. It's all about the sniper for the side of ManaspA. Sumail.
They have been scouted out with the arrow. Desire sent out, so again, another situation in which ManaspA, at least with the hero, shouldn't get caught. Nothing to stop Nigma Galaxy from taking this outpost once again, and maybe considering Roche. I don't know if they'll want to do it. It's not super easy for them. They're going to go for it.
They do kill it pretty fast with Beast Aura and with like the Edict and everything. They do have a ton of damage on Nigma.
True, and they got the little Shredder as well. Yeah. It all adds up. You're right.
And now Amar, he has his Lincolns too, so they do have to be careful, ManaspA, if they don't scout this.
I mean, it's just the three of them as well. ManaspA don't have the full squad around. Sumail is able to get him with the stun onto Desire. That's going to be a dead Mirana.
Scary to walk in. Nande has to be incredibly careful with his positioning.
I mean, they have to bring more over him, ManaspA, if they want to try and push Nigma Galaxy away from the Roche pit. Spartan, he's here with Skylark and Nande.
I mean, Wish is taking a tier 2 bottom with his DK form. He pretty much has the whole thing taken out.
All right. We'll see if he's got time to sort of take that and then rejoin the squad around the Roche pit. He's starting to TP now.
And Sumail is actually starting the fight with half HP,
I mean, as I say, they just don't do Roshan quite quick enough.
Yeah.
It's not slow, but it's not fast.
Scared to full commit, it felt like there. And now,
Skylark.
Do they get the jump on Amar?
He's looking for a target. Who does he want to go for? I'll drop the stun onto Amar, but Amar's already coming with the Shadow Dance. Kiss is coming in from the side. Amar will try and focus the Tombstone and take that down. Spartan will try and heal it up, but the Tombstone will still fall.
That's pretty big
deal. Kiss is gone, though.
Kisses and Tombstone, two very important spells.
Desire and Wish, they're still trying to wrap around from the side. Nigma Galaxy keeping their distance, making sure that neither Wish or Skylark can get the jump on them for now.
The Roche is sitting pretty damn low, and it's at 3,000 HP right now. Vision was taken over, though, from ManaspA in this area. Still a Sentry Ward on the low ground. Nigma playing very patient here. 25 seconds for Shadow Dance. I think I'd like it if Amar goes for the Shard next item, just for that extra save and extra ways to be able to come into fights.
Amar wants to lead the way.
He's going to be able to tell where the Vision is
immediately. Be a little careful. I mean, 10 seconds until the ult's up. Doesn't want to get caught before that.
Charging in.
Skylark. He's going to try and jump it again. Not quite finding the Doom target. Not able to drop anything down for now. Sumail He's going to have the Linkers thrown up onto him, but the Linkers is going to get popped. They turn with the Roar, holding back the Doom. And the disruptions there. They're trying their best to bail Sumail out of this as he's very, very low. And in fact, he's dead. They'll lose Sumail. Doom's going to get dropped down onto Amar. ManaspA, they can look for more. They've taken out Kuroki. They'll be able to take down Amar as well. As ManaspA, they strike back. They take out the three of them. And the... Oh my goodness, mind control. He's going to have to change his underwear there. That was a close one.
Straight into pit. A bit over-aggressive this time from Nigma. Blinking in forward. They just double pop BKBs. And Sumail, yeah, you've got Bloodstone, but there's no one for you to hit. They're both magic immune. You can't even lifesteal at all.
I mean, a bit of an awkward start, really, in that fight from Nigma Galaxy. And I've got to say as well, great composure, really, from Skylark in the way that he held back the Doom, right? You know, it wasn't some sort of case where he's throwing it down, getting caught out by any of these Lincolns, like the Lincolns being thrown onto Sumail. He waits it out, and bam, he's got it ready to ensure that they don't just get Sumail, but they also get Amar.
They did a good job of just controlling vision too, right? They had that ward down, they're playing around it perfectly, and they're just waiting for Nigma to overextend into it, and Nigma did.
7k lead now, just off the back of that for ManaspA. Skylark, massive. These items are just going to be flying out this game for the Doom. He's working on the Shiva's Guard next. He's going to have it pretty soon. It's about 800 gold or so to go.
That is a pretty big deal that they're going to have.
Super quick timings.
Especially now, it's like, we already mentioned about the BKBs to deal with the last check, so he can't actually get a heal from Bloodstone. Now they'll have that extra reduction. And yeah, he's just going to be super tanky. Things are getting difficult here for Nigma. Skylark just continuously tipping MC. Skylark also, big timings that they really have hit in these last few moments is now he's level 15. Well, 16 on the Doom. So besides just that Shiva's, he can eat the Ancient. So mind control could be difficulties for him to actually control the next few fights for his Ancient. They've set themselves up nicely.
I mean, they're coming in with the Moonlight, ManaspA, but I'm not sure they'll actually be able to start a fight off the back of this. Nigma Galaxy staying under the tier 2 in their own triangle as well.
They can control vision, though, in this area, and vision initiations feel super important in this game.
Sure. I sort of asked that last player, well, Nigma Galaxy, we'll see if they go for a smoke here.
They have the Depth Shroud now finished for Amar, and yeah, they're going to look for something.
Okay.
It's an Alpha Wolf on mind control, so it's not quite an Ancient at the moment.
Doom is going to be back up in 10 seconds, though, so they've got a very small window to fight before Skylark's ready to go again.
They got the Roar.
They get the Roar. They've got to get the quick kill. They will. Excellent move there, as they're able to pounce, let's say, seconds before Doom's at the ready, and an instant Roar from mind control catches Skylark by surprise. He's out for 45.
Tumbler's toy, the dream, jumps him up to get that close distance. Spartan?
Should be able to get another one here. They're in with the cookie. They'll stop the TP. A double kill for Sumail. Nigma Galaxy starting to get things flowing back in their favor, and see if they can look for more here. Cutting the trees down.
It also, by the way, when they killed the Doom, his Midas, Owen. The Midas was fully up.
That's the real damage done there.
Sure is.
Sumail has got his full Kaya Sanj complete now.
Amar also does find
he wants more.
Pesky ward. He wants to try to find something here.
Nande. He might get caught by the disruption. No, but Wish is there. Wish jumps in with the Dragon Tail, but Kuro, Amar, and Sumail, they're ready to try and fight this, but the BKBs are out from Wish and Nande. Sumail tries to push back at the sniper for a little bit, but they'll bail out now. Respect the fact that the BKBs are there on both cores. GH, he'll get left to the side. Assassinate's going to be coming in. He's going to try for the TP out, but he's not making it, as GH will fall. As it is for the two cores of Nigma Galaxy, though. Amar and Sumail, they're looking for a fight, but they get away. They force out the BKBs from ManaspA, so maybe opening up another window that Nigma Galaxy could look to try and strike again within.
ManaspA's actually going to be the ones to smoke up. They want to get they want to BKBs, though, so it could be a bit of a risky play.
Well, they've still got the BKB ready to play on Skylark. Yeah, it's just Wish and Nande that have to be a bit more careful themselves. I guess Nande less so, as he still has the Aegis. We'll see what they can get.
They get the scan.
Of this.
Scan connects right on top of ManaspA.
Yeah, Nande is going to start trying to use the rest of his Aegis time to get some pressure onto the tier 2 mid. Nigma Galaxy. GH back in a few seconds.
Very back and forth game so far. 1 minute left on that Aegis, 22 seconds left on these BKBs. So they should be able to set up for this tower. Amar tries to approach, but has to be cautious. MC again, he gets the catch.
They're going to be able to get the Roar, they get the follow-up, they're able to blow up Skylark. The stun's there on a Sumail, defensive disruption comes out from GH. Gives Sumail a chance to walk away from this. Nande's going to try and chase, forcing in aggressively, closing the gap on the ledge, but the cook is there for Kuro. Gets Sumail just out of range.
He's alive.
As Nande, he'll stand his ground with the BKB. But the Shadow Dance is there from Amar. He's in onto the sniper. Amar's able to take Nande down the once, but the Aegis, it's still there. Amar, he'll lose his life for the effort.
ManaspA clustered around their tombstone. It's a full duration one. Very good aggressive plays. I mean, they somehow get the roar catch, though, on the Doom again. They will be able to find Skylark, but they do lose the Slark, and they almost lost Sumail, too. It's super close to him being brought down.
I mean, great play from GH and Kuro, keeping Sumail alive in that one.
They are double downing a little bit, though. They use the Disruption at the same time that they use Depth Shroud and Cookie. They're kind of panicking a little bit to make sure that they can save this Lash. It did work this time, but they have to be careful how they layer their spells in some of these situations, because it could cost them some of these fights.
And a risky move really made by Mar there.
Yeah.
Committing in to get the kill, but it was just the Aegis. He ends up dying. And of course, that does mean that the net worth difference between him and Nande does continue to grow. Nande getting very far ahead, can be on the way towards his next item. He's got the Mjolnir, the Silver Edge queued up as the plan of action for his next item build.
And Wish, he's also now has an Aghanims, so more frontline, more beefiness that somehow Nigma's got to have to get through to get to Nande. And a kind of perfect usage of the Aegis. It was ticking out very soon when it did pop there.
It would have definitely been close.
Looking to get aggressive here. Black Dragon. Amar was farming it, and MC's like, no. Sorry, I'm taking it. It's very low HP, no mana on this Black Dragon. And yeah, we'll have to see if Skylark is always able to eat that in the fight. He looks like he is going to be that target for the initiation every single time, but honestly, it's like it goes both ways. It's like, yeah, you catch the Doom. Sure, he's not going to be able to eat stuff and not Doom, but then it's Nande who has free reign in the fights. And this sniper, he is doing it right now. Going for Gleipnir.
He's actually
next,
changing up what he was considering. As I say, Mjolnir and Silver Edge queued up next, and now thinking more the Gleipnir route.
I thought he would just go maybe something just like a Scotty to deal with the Lesh. It felt like a pretty damn good Scotty game, but looks like he wants to go for more control for his team.
Okay.
We'll see if he still switches it up.
Yeah, because I feel he can get away with just being a bit more greedy and build for himself. Honestly, the Mjolnir at least is does a lot for you with the attack speed. But
nope,
yeah, he's committing for it. Wants to go the Gleipnir route this game.
Okay.
See if that sort of helps him out. Obviously, another way to kind of keep them held back when they're trying to go at you.
Oh my God, Sumail, super. I mean, Sumail just TP'd in Wish's face down bottom. That's some confidence. Desire chasing GH. It's just him and Spartan, though. Oh, a little awkward.
Not quite able to get him down to the low ground with the cookie.
This is a bit awkward here.
I mean, yeah, Desire is really coming at them with some, like, get the hell out of my jungle attitude.
They were terrified on the side of Nigma. They're like, what is going on? People aren't showing bottom. They must have more in the area, and they did have backup coming. Wish, 18 has been hit, so Black Dragon is now online. Very high levels on the three cores. 18 Doom, 19 Sniper, 18 on DK. In comparison to, I mean, 19, 19, and 15. My Control is actually the one who's quite far behind. And he's gone greedy, too, on My Control. Not going for BKB of his own to be able to run into the front lines. He's gone Octarine.
Now, Mar still about 900 gold away from having the completed Aghanims. So, Nigma Galaxy, they want to fight.
Can they get the jump, the initiation?
It's a bit awkward now because they've been seen.
Wish is
Wish. He's in with the opening stun. The cookie will be there. They use the Depth Shroud as well. Now with the jump up the high ground, Skylark is in on opposite Sumail. Sumail going to get protected for now by a defensive disruption. Amar with the Shadow Dance trying to commit in. But the Doom got laid down onto Sumail. Sumail's gone. And now Amar, he has to run. He's used his ult. He's got not any other sort of defensive capabilities to play with. Wish is in on top of GH. ManaspA, they'll have no struggle here chasing him for more. They take GH down.
It feels like their damage on Nigma is just so lackluster, even if they roar and try to go for a target.
with the Gleipnir.
Amar?
What?
No
He's
way.
going to have him.
He's got him.
The Lincolns.
Oh, baby.
It saves him. He's going to live.
But the rest, 3 heroes dead, and we're really seeing the power of ManaspA's draft. Look how tanky they all are. Everyone's still pretty healthy. I can't believe Amar lives.
I mean, hey, you know, that's the Lincoln's fair for you. But still, as they're struggling to get his next item done.
Yeah.
Aghanim's still being held back, 800 gold.
They're really struggling to have damage. Everyone just, they all go golden. Everyone just turns BKB on, and there's just nothing that Nigma do. They just run them down. The boots, the bearing, the tombstone, everything, it's overwhelming. Nigma, they have to find some type of solution, but what is really the solution? Because they're getting on top of the sniper, but it doesn't matter. They have enough ways to protect Nande. Next few fights could be big deciders here to see who's going to be able to take it, because Roche, it is up. BKB still at the ready for Nande. BKB soon back up for Wish. DK4
Sure.
back up too. So everything pretty much going to be available for them again too. 60 seconds on Doom, but feels difficult for Nigma to get over there and contest. It looks like it's going to die too fast.
And in terms of the build, what was sort of the reason for Mind Control going for the Octarine rush this game, do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. It feels very greedy. Because now it's easy for them to bypass the kind of lack of frontline that Nigma doesn't have. They can just run right through and pick and choose their targets. Uh-oh.
There we go. Nande has the Aegis.
And a Shard. A pretty damn good one versus a Slark.
I mean, absolutely. We're seeing already how Amar's sort of struggling to get kills in these fights.
And I think Amar is starting to feel pretty desperate in this game. He has queued up the Midas.
I think he's just memeing. There's
surely.
no way he buys this. This is just Amar having a joke with it queued up.
Yeah, but that, it usually is a pretty big indicator.
I mean, yeah. Well, we'll see what he does go next. But I would imagine it's not going to be the 40-minute Midas. But you never know.
You never know with him. It does feel like there's very little solutions to deal with this sniper, to deal with this front line. And yeah, Doom, it's back up. So ManaspA very ready to fight. Another positioning item on the sniper too.
Oh, we're seeing Nigma Galaxy still being able to get out of the map. They'll take the tier 2 bottom.
Just have difficulties of protecting themselves.
I mean, Sumail's got his next item done. BKB is going to be flying out.
He's just fragile still. He doesn't have a plate mail, doesn't really have much armor. Sure, he's got the Cloak of Flames, which gives him a little bit of something, and he's got this defensive capability of his allies, but he's super fragile.
True. I mean,
they're running right at him.
He really needs, as has been happening in the last few fights, Amar, he's got to throw that Lincoln's down onto Sumail.
Yeah.
As he has been doing. We've seen a few times where it's been a little more difficult for ManaspA to focus the Lesh with the Lincolns being put into play, but honestly, they've been doing a great job with the coordination of being able to take that Lincolns off and still landing the Doom on Sumail.
Yeah, they don't really... I mean, even though they have all the saves, it doesn't feel like they just don't have the protection for him. I think they're disseminating him. They're throwing the Demonic Cleanse onto him too as well, Boots of the Bearing, but it doesn't matter. They're just sticking onto this Lesh. Because honestly, they're just ignoring Amar. He doesn't do any damage. And a full Lotus now. I mean, Spartan, wow, he very farmed on this 5
There
on
we go,
dying.
ManaspA, they're ready to go again.
Sure are. DK, Manta is done.
Yeah, he's huge, Wish. I mean, all three of their cores in a fantastic spot right now. 14k lead for ManaspA.
He's got a gem also, too, so they're just running right in.
See who they can catch. Nigma Galaxy, they're on the retreat.
Amar will be okay, but they immediately lose that ward. Fresh gem put onto this DK.
They know that this wave's still getting pushed out, so they may kind of sweep the tree line.
Oh, MC might get caught here.
See how thorough they are with the search. Skylark. It's going to cause MC to have to pop the raw on TP. Does save him, and Skylark in return did pop his BKB, so a little bit of something there for Nigma Galaxy. Mind Control gets out alive.
That was a weird. I wish had Blink. It had come up like right toward the end of it. He didn't. I guess he just didn't have the moment there to blink in. But
a little bit of mercy.
Whatever. Yeah, maybe a bit.
He's like, well, you've used your raw. What use are you anyway to the team? We'll let you live.
Full control now, though. With that gem, they're taking out everything.
I'm watching. We're all watching him. That purchase is not going to happen. I mean, what is he going to get? Skadi. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no 40-minute Midas today.
It's still not much damage that he's really going to be dishing out. Yes, it's going to be great for the BKBs to get the chase out, but these fights, they really just
need
don't
long
do damage.
Fights. And to have long fights, they've got to keep Sumail alive.
Yeah.
Like, they need this Leshrac to not die, not get doomed, which is proven to be so difficult to do. If somehow, some way, Nigma Galaxy can allow Sumail to live for...
Mar?
He should be fine, ManaspA. I've got Nande leading the way. I mean, he's feeling confident with this minute and a half left on the Aegis.
There's a gem on Amar, but they're catching him.
He's going to be forced to pop the Shadow Dance.
Base ward. And they're knocking on the front door. Wish. Pops a Manta.
Sends the illusions over. See how good Nigma Galaxy's high ground defense is.
Uh-oh, and now even though you've got a Lincolns, now there's a Doom with a full Aghanims. Skylark is huge.
Yeah, he's going in. The fortification will come out, but Nigma Galaxy, when it sort of comes to being able to safely spam out the waves from the high ground, it's not really that strong, right? It's difficult for them to defend.
I mean, no BKB on their beast. Their front line is, honestly, it's just non-existent. 17,000 gold lead. Brax dropping. 45 seconds still on Aegis.
Mind Controller coming with the roar. Sumail tries to follow with the stun, but the force is there. They'll get wished off to the side. Sumail continues to come in with the BKB. Skylark with the Aghanim's Doom. He's looked to try and stay on top of the Lesh, but he gets kited out. Sumail's able to keep his distance. See the kisses coming out in return. Nigma Galaxy, they want to get back in on this Amar. He'll look towards Spartan. The arrow gets sent back though and will connect onto Amar, so a fair bit of time where Amar's not able to punch. They'll cook him back to safety. Spartan, he's able to heal up with the Soul Rip. He'll live.
20 seconds on Aegis.
Nande, he was able to turn back there and do a fair bit of damage as well to Amar. Amar has to be careful. Get back towards the fountain. But they do manage to push them back, and they do keep the melee racks alive. So at the end of the day, a successful defense here for Nigma Galaxy in a tough situation.
They wanted to get something out of this, though. The fact that they couldn't even get a single kill when they're in like a bit of a positional advantage for a second there is pretty painful. They're going to look for a smoke, though. BKBs, how long on Lesh? It's 30 seconds on the Lesh racks, but 30 seconds also on the cores.
They've got to go for moves like this. They really have to try and catch ManaspA by surprise. The kind of the last 15 minutes or so of play, it's been ManaspA just in charge.
But how do they get an initiation? So as we said, there's no Blink Dagger on MC.
It's just kind of Amar pouncing in, but look at this from ManaspA. They know. Very, very safe, up to the high ground. They know that Nigma Galaxy is completely off the map.
The initiation's just awkward now. It's like MC, yeah, this Octarine, I feel like it hurts because he doesn't have BKB and he doesn't have Blink. So starting fights for them is still very awkward. And as you said, they need long fights, but they can't have it really be too long because if they can't get on the sniper, he's just going to kill everybody also. So just, yeah, difficult fights for them to take. And they are getting, honestly, they're getting outscaled pretty heavily.
Oh, nice find here, though. They do get the Trickster Cloak.
But
I'll pass that over to Amar.
DD top rune.
Ooh. Here we go, Nande.
He's ready to hit.
Find the Penta Edge as well. Let's see which one Amar favors here. If he wants the survivability of the Tricksters or the extra aggressive potential of the Penta. BKB is now done for Mind Control, so yeah, more chance that he'll be able to step into the midst of the fight and find his raw target without any interruption.
They're soon going to have triple BKB on them. Amar has switched the itemization for now.
He needs, he just needs an item that's going to allow him to just get in and live, really. I mean, because as it's been the last few times, he's kind of having to start the fight off with the Depth Shroud and then into the Shadow Dance, and once those two are gone, he's having to pounce out, so not really finding opportunity to really beat into the targets that he wants to.
He needs some way to just be able to build like 40 essence shift stacks, it feels like, because they're just super lackluster in damage, and they just continue to grow on ManaspA. Stronger and stronger. Octarine now for the DK also. They're scaling it just way better than the side of Nigma so far. And also taking these constant fights 17 to 18, but a 16,000 gold lead. Yeah,
quite a significant gold lead, despite the kills being as close as they are. I mean, of course, they are the team with the Doom, but yeah, this lead, it's beyond just the Doom factor. This amount of gold.
They also have a Philosopher's Stone too, right? So little things adding up. Spartan been switching it in.
I'll see what they can find with this here. Wish very, very ready to play with his cooldowns now, with the Octarine done.
They're so well protected too, because like Spartan honestly having such a good game, having this early Lotus Orb.
Nigma Galaxy, I don't know if they'll expect them to be coming from this angle. Amar, he's going to be able to pounce out away in time. Kuro, he'll get a little bit of time spent in the disruption here from GH to live a little longer, but the death is still inevitable.
Godly positioning there. As soon as the sniper's on high ground, you have to just run from the side of Nigma.
Yeah, it did look a little risky there, Amar, despite the fact that, of course, his ult would have been taken off him. Took a bit of time before he turned and pounced.
Top tower's getting hit. Mid-racks also in a second.
What are they going to do last time? Kuro was quite a key part of defending. They need the kisses, really.
I mean, they need absolutely everything on their side for Nigma. And even with everything, they can't deal with this overwhelming push. I mean, Wish, he's just splitting up the illusions, doing the DK thing.
Just hitting the barracks.
Hitting MC also, too, so he has full vision.
Force out the fortification.
Amar, he's trying to get the farm. He's made his decision to go for the Scotty now instead of that BKB. They're probably just discussing internally.
It's a tough choice. Yeah. It's a tough choice. Elite, BKB, sure, it's going to help keep you alive a bit more, but you need something that's going to be a bit of a balance of allowing you to actually do some sort of damage or be some sort of hindrance to the enemy when you're hitting them. So indeed, Skadi, he is going to be able to get the gold for that, get that sent out to him.
It's nice versus the range core, right? Versus the sniper and versus the DK when he's in the form. So that's probably what he's looking for. They're going to look to go at this timing.
They need this to work, Nigma Galaxy. Otherwise, this game may fall too far for them to recover.
they need to get a wraparound. They cannot approach the fight from a normal angle. If they do, they're probably just going to run into the tanky core, so they have to find the wrap. Gem on Amar is walking in. They see Nande.
Oh, Nande!
Okay.
He's going to be able to force out of the second pounce. Amar still trying to close in on this. He'll put the Shadow Dance. Sumail jumps forward. But in fact, the Raw... Let's see with the BKB here.
Building up the stacks.
Yeah, Amar, he's getting the hits off. He's getting a lot of them. The Essence Shift is building up.
The Doom on the Shadow Demon.
So the fight has been split up, and indeed, GH is kind of happy to tank this Doom, I think. If he can sort of get away from the fight as well, there might be a bit of a chance for Nigma Galaxy to find something. It looks like they're just going to bail out. They'll let the supports go down. They'll escape.
Middle barracks are under attack.
He got Essence Shift stacks, but he still doesn't really do too much damage.
Yeah, got up to a healthy 20. Not a bad amount, but still not able to find any kills overall. The only sort of saving grace maybe being that when the two supports, Kuro and GH, are back up, there'll be a very slim window where there's no Doom or Dragon form.
20 seconds on Roche, though.
Yeah.
It's going to come right back up as those supports do respawn. Yeah, it still feels like Amar just has to have so many stacks up to be able to take any fight. Now the Sniper, he does have a Scotty.
Yeah, he's got his own Scotty now. I mean, Nande's just massive.
He's super tanky. Now MC does have a Blink Dagger, though, so he can actually perhaps pick and choose which roar target he wants to go for, because it feels awkward so far. Yes, he's gotten a couple roars on the Doom, which felt pretty okay, but most of the times he's just roaring the DK, and Wish is like, okay, cool. That's kind of my point, is to eat that roar so that my Sniper can do his thing.
Yep.
And yeah, Roche, it's back up. They're going to kill it super fast, too, and it's an Aghanims.
Who's taking the Ags?
That's actually a great question. They all have.
Well... I mean, I guess you just give it to Nande, or...
Amar?
Oh. This is risky. I mean, Roshan's falling fast. I mean, Amar, is he going to be able to make some sort of a steal? Sumail's ready to pop the BKB. They're going to look to jump in. They're going to try and get the steal off. They're able to get the Aegis. Amar, he's able to snatch it. Snatches the Aegis here. MC also able to get the roar off onto Nande. Amar trying to look towards the sniper.
No
jumps forward with the pounce. Sumail's been focused by the Doom, but Amar, he's still fighting throughout it all. Turns towards Skylark. They're able to bring down the Doom. Now they can look towards Wish. Amar, he's building the stacks up. Nigma Galaxy. This fight, it's going to be theirs for sure. 3 dead on Manaspa.
Can Nande get out? Oh, he can. They got it. I think they got everything, though.
What did they get picked up?
Ag's Blessing is on the Lesh. He ate it. They're going to get the kill. I didn't see who got the cheese. That's the only one I lost track of.
I don't know. Cheese went somewhere, but indeed everything else. Nigma Galaxy, that is exactly what they needed.
Oh,
they were one fight away, really, from this game being absolutely over, but they get to the pit. Amar gets the Aegis steal. As you say, Sumail grabbing the Aghanims.
They were so quick. I think they caught ManaspA completely off guard. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to get this Roche. But then what happened to Nande? Did he bonk himself out? I think he did. I think he concussive grenaded himself out of the pit and then had to force himself back in.
Yeah, gave him all the space needed to be able to get the pickup on that one.
Oh my.
And, you know, it's pretty much the full duration Doom. Sumail was able to lift throughout it all. Amar giving him that backup with the Death Shroud thrown down. And then, as we say, if Nigma Galaxy can draw out the fights, the Slark becomes a problem.
This is insane. After the last series that we just got, I cannot believe what we're witnessing right now. Bringing it back from what? It was like 18,000 gold lead. Yes, of course, the Aghanims Blessing does shift things massively, but... Woohoo!
Huge fight, huge moments here for Nigma Galaxy.
And how many would they have to use? Only, I believe it was just the one buyback from GH, so they'll have buybacks available, and now they have comfort of Aegis. They have comfort for Amar to finish up perhaps a damage item or something like that too. And very close to 25. So those Essence Shift stacks will be able to build up when he hits that also.
Yeah.
I cannot believe what we're witnessing right now.
And very well played as well between sort of Sumail and Amar, how, you know, they were able to kind of keep the distance around that AoE Doom that was dropped down on Sumail. Sumail being very much respectful of the space that Amar needed to be able to get his spells off. So well played and dealing with the threat of the Doom incredibly well.
And I mean, Amar shows himself in mid.
He feels strong. Dragon Tail will catch him. They're in on top of him with the Doom. That's the Aegis gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you have to turn and take down Kuro as well. Let's see if they go for round 2 onto the Slark.
They are.
They're still in on top of him.
There's the Doom still.
It's lasting a little too long here for Amar to survive through disruptions there for GH.
It's going to be just in time.
It's going to allow Amar to get the Shadow Dance off, and he's out with the pounce. GH buying time here for Amar to get out there. The jump out there from Skylark. He's in with the Infernal Blade. The Assassinate's coming in, but Amar, the Death Shroud gets laid down, and that pounce will come in a second, but the Dragon Tail stun catches him. Amar will fall. ManaspA, they get the kill.
Oh, he played so far up. He was showing in the mid lane. They just full commit onto him. Oh, Amar.
And down the mid, ManaspA's ready to go here.
Oh, they did
80 seconds without the Slark. They may have to consider a buyback. We'll see how much damage to the base they're happy to take, Nigma Galaxy.
How are the BKBs looking? The BKBs are down for ManaspA, and Sumail, he does have that Aghanim, so he could pump out some big damage if they're not careful. But they are being careful. Aghanim's also now for the Shadow Demon, so triple purges.
Huge pressure coming in. They'll lay down the Tombstone, setting up the space here to take some further barracks away from Nigma Galaxy. As Amar, he's holding on to the buyback for now. Mind control, he's in with the jump, and there's the buyback from Amar. Skylark gets in on top of Sumail. Amar, he's going to look towards the side, but they're in onto Nande. Nande goes down. We'll see the BKB TP out from Skylark. He'll escape, but the chase is there from Amar over towards Spartan. Another pounce connects. Spartan will fall.
And Wish.
Get Kuroki in return. We'll see if they can chase Wish here with the overwhelming blink. Sumail closing in onto the dragon. Blink's back up though, and Wish, he'll make it away with the blink and the flicker. So the base, it is defended, but it does cost the buyback there from Amar.
Good simultaneous jump coming out from them. MC just waiting, I believe, with the ninja gear, waiting for that opportunity to go for Nande. But yeah, now it's back the other way.
I mean, they've got to try and force out some of these buybacks.
Sure
They've got a good chance to do so, of course. Tier 2's already taken. They can run this down mid and start hitting onto the high ground barracks.
There's no glyph also, and they do have level 25 on Lesh, so those towers will drop quickly. Roar is back available. ManaspA has to be careful who they show. Amar, and we did see him also hit 25 in that last fight as well. Sumail starting to... Oh, I think he... I was like, does he have Shard? I think he was prepping the stuns, but he doesn't have it. Now he does.
I mean, maybe it was just sort of trying to go for the mind games in case Wish jumped in for a Dragon Tail.
Maybe something like that. Or maybe I'm blind and I didn't see that.
Worth a try.
No, he did get it afterwards. Okay, yeah. Big wave pushing top, though, so they actually are not going to be able to go for this push. Sumail's got to deal with it. Things are tense, but base damage, it's critical on the side of Nigma. They have literally just those 2 Raxes left, and there's no tower either.
And of course, the buyback situation from Amar, that's the big one right now. And of course, still for the 2 supports of Nigma Galaxy, Kuro and GH, with their buybacks on cooldown. If ManaspA is able to find a fight in these next moments, high likelihood that this game will get shut down.
Have a moment to take a look at all these levels, since we did see a couple 25s also coming out. Doom has now also hit 25, so he's got the AoE break as well on top of everything. Pretty damn effective also versus the Slark. He can't really stand his ground and build up any stacks versus that.
Yeah, that's true. It does make a huge difference against the Slark. Yeah. Absolutely.
Causes some big issues. And I mean, GH, he went for a very greedy build this game. I didn't want to point it out until now, but not having a Force Staff on him could still cause problems for Amar, because we're seeing, I'm seeing Kuro's putting in work. Like, he's trying so hard to like cookie, Force Staff, move this Slark out of the AoE Doom, but just hasn't been happening so far. So GH, he is going to go back for that Force Staff, but he has built pretty much all for himself this game. Even though he has, of course, done great saves with his disruptions, he needs that way to push him out of that Doom.
I mean, as well, we have Kuro's queuing up the Eon Disc for himself next. I'd also kind of like to see him just pick up the Shard.
I agree. I was literally going to say the same thing.
Getting that extra jump range to save people that are caught under the radius of the Doom can be very, very nice. So we'll see if Kuro does think back and decide to grab that, because it absolutely can make the difference. That extra bit of a jump range, it gets you, it can get your Slark out of there.
Every little thing matters at this point.
They need to be able to save Amar and Sumail. Or at least one of them. And that's obviously the kind of strong point of their draft. You know, if only one of them's getting caught by this kind of Doom focus, then a high likelihood that the other one is going to live long enough to do some damage.
For now. The problem is there's also going to be the refresher very soon for that Doom too, because of how fast he does get the farm. But the smoke, the fight's coming out already. ManaspA.
Mind control. He's going to get found. See if they want to try and fight to help him out here. Disruption of the cookie trying to get him away. It's already from the side. Skylark stepping in with the AoE Doom. He's closing the gap onto Mind Control. As Mind Control, he managed to get out of the range, and that allows him to turn with the Roar, but he still gets taken out by the damage of Nande. Sumail trying to turn, but the BKB is already out for Skylark. Bounce forward from Amar, he's playing aggressive, he's looking towards Skylark, looks towards Desire, but Desire's able to leap away in time. Wish, he'll jump in for the back lines, looking to take out GH, but you see Amar, they get the kill on a Skylark, and Sumail, he's pushing in for more with the Nihilism, closing in onto Desire, double kill for Sumail.
ManaspA's got to run. They're on Nande.
He's going for more. Sumail's jumping in on the high ground. Amar, he's in on top of the sniper, he's up on a cliff. He's going to try for the TP out. They got any sort of angle to cancel the TP. Kuro tries to get him with a cookie, but not quite able to land it on top of Nande, as Nande will manage to escape. Spartan, he's not likely to be as lucky as Pounce is there from Amar. The TP's put to a stop. Nigma Galaxy, they'll find another fight in their favor. They do have to commit the buyback from Mind Control, but they continue to close up that lead that ManaspA's been holding on to for quite some time.
Wish tried so hard to catch GH. GH, I think, used, I don't even know, I think two or three of the demonic cleanses on himself to distance himself. The fight is super split, and it's like, where's the DK?
I mean, yeah,
the
Wish went
DK's
super
not there
deep.
to help him.
We saw him kind of jump off our screen towards the south, trying to chase GH, and as you say, that...
They needed him.
Yeah, they really did.
But at the same time, it's just difficult for him to really pick and choose because he's like, I have to stop these saves that are coming out from this pesky Shadow Demon and this Snapfire. So it's a decision he went for. It didn't pay off for him this time. 3 heroes dead. How many stacks are built up on Amar right now, too? He has 108 agi, so he's starting to hit hard.
Oh, that's big.
Wish. He's got to be cautious.
Coming across. House won't connect, but it's going to force Wish to put the BKB.
Amar.
I'll try and turn here, but Amar perfectly fine.
That's Trickster Cloak to dodge the stun. Cute. How long on Roche? 15 seconds. Sumail, he's going to go back and deal with top.
Yeah. They don't want to try and push high ground right now. Nigma Galaxy, both Spartan and Skylark, they're going to be back in the game.
Sumail has a ton of gold right now.
What's he considering, do you think?
I
What
mean,
would you like to see?
Honestly,
he's going to have to get rid of something. He's going to have to get rid of one of his slots.
Oh, and I'll be real, I actually think he could buy a Moon Shard and give it to the Slark.
And Kuro, who's just able to snipe their gem. I think the courier was coming out to retrieve the gem or something, but Kuro's able to find it.
It's a long Roche respawn.
Right, they got 3 gems right now on Nigma Galaxy?
I think they do,
They do.
I mean, pretty important for them all to hold it. Silver Edge Slark. Oh, Slivered Sniper, and we've got a Rapier. Nande, he's committed.
I mean, we have seen the last few fights.
Oh, no way.
Nande has been dealing the damage. They need to close the gap on this sniper, otherwise he will kill them all.
I can. Oh, God. Best of one with a Rapier in it on. Oh, man.
26 to 26, 54 minutes in, and only 1k gold within it.
This is unbelievable.
It really could go either way. We've had some close games today, but honestly, this might even be the closest.
Really does feel, and it's all going to be up to these jumps. Who's going to be able to, if it's going to be a multi-doom, is it going to end anticlimactic? Are they going to be able to get that Rapier?
Still a minute and a half as well on Roshan, so Nigma Galaxy, they won't be able to kind of get the fast respawn on it that they may have hoped for as they're hovering around the pit. They're going to opt for the smoke instead. They've got to respect the Rapier, though.
Amar has gone full. He's gotten the refresher. And they have the nags now on the Snapfire, so extra ways to close the gap. Sumail, they find Wish.
They will. They're in with the pounce. Wish pops the BKB. Return and be able to get the Dragon Tail stun off onto Amar. Jump forward from Skylark. He's in with the Area Doom. He's closing the gap onto the Slark, but Amar's able to keep the distance. He's going to be fine. He's considering if he can get in on towards Nande, but Nande's very deep in the fight. They can't get to the sniper. They'll settle for Skylark instead as they bring down the Doom. Sumail charges towards Desire Amar. He's able to get in with the pounce on the Spartan. Nande, they've got a save, and the buyback comes out from Skylark. He's TPing over. Sumail getting incredibly low. The stun comes out. Sumail, he's going to get saved by the disruption. He's surviving throughout it all. Nande trying to get the perfect position at the side of the fight. Turns back towards Sumail. Sumail's healing up with the Bloodstone, but it's not enough to survive through the damage of this Rapier sniper. Amar sniped down by Nande.
I'm waiting to see the damage that Nande did in that fight. Okay, it was actually only 7,000. It felt like a lot more, but I mean, the Rapier choice is definitely beautiful from him there. They can't actually deal with the damage he's doing.
Maybe more.
Uh-oh.
Wish.
Sumail.
The stun on Sumail. Backup's not quite there for Wish. Wish he might have gone a little too deep.
Whoops.
He got a little carried away there. They just took a great fight. They just knocked Amar out for 100 seconds, but Wish... Yeah, I think, you know, sometimes kind of you get carried away, the emotions get high, and you're just in go mode. But there was no one else to go with him. So just like that, Wish is also out for 80 seconds. And Nigma Galaxy, despite losing Amar for 80 themselves, they'll get a little bit of respite.
But they're going to get the Roche. Nande going to have a blanket now of an Aegis to protect himself.
Who's getting the Aghanims this time? Which support takes priority, Spartan or Desire?
Honestly, I don't even know. Either one. They're both kind of useless. At this point in the game, so whatever.
Oh, Bottom's. Whoa,
Bottom.
that's...
Wait, that's a dieback.
I guess he just didn't expect Nigma Galaxy to be making a play whilst the rest of his team was going for Roshan, but he went out on his own down bottom, and yeah, he's out for 2 minutes, Skylark.
Uh-oh.
They may have got the Aegis in the... I mean, I tell you what, Nande's got his work cut out.
They're going to have...
All on the sniper here.
They're going to have a window of 60 seconds when Slark respawns to be able to go for an aggressive play here. And MC, he's actually starting to get the push going a little bit onto bottom side also. This game is absolutely nuts. And that was the Hex reveal, by the way. Sumail, he did commit to gold after having to use his buy, swapping in his Shivas and his Bloodstone back and forth.
Okay.
And that was what allowed him to get the catch. Yeah.
All right.
And he's level 29, and close to 30. A little bit tankier, 4,300 HP now. 3 minutes until we've got these tier 5 neutrals as well. And Mind Control has also hit 25, so the Roar cooldown very fast, and he also, of course, saw the refresher.
Well, what is the cooldown without an Oxarine?
22 seconds.
22-second cooldown Roar. Yeah, that's super, super low.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah. And I think this Ninja Gear, it's been doing quite a bit of work for Mind Control. He had a bit of difficulty early on finding positioning, but this Ninja Gear plus his Blink allows him to pick and choose his target pretty freely. Everything is going to come down to the plays. Who are they going to be able to grab? Is Nande going to be able to protect himself with this Rapier? See buyback status. DK and Shadow Demon, only ones at the moment. Slark, Amar is getting closer and closer to having his buyback again. 800 gold away.
Yeah, ManaspA, they're going to be so cautious about leaving the base, even though they have this Aegis on Nande.
GH, he does have 4-staff finished up a few moments ago as well, too. And we've been seeing, honestly, his Demonic Purges have been really nice to just keep the distance away from the Doom, right? We see Skylark blink in a bunch of times. He gets purged, and he actually can't stick on the targets with that AoE Doom, so GH's been doing some good work here.
They're going to take the risk. They're going to look for the fight outside of the base.
See what they find.
Mind Control, TPing over to join the rest of the squad. Nigma Galaxy completely as a unit.
Amar is desperately looking for a place to farm to finish up his buyback. He keeps looking for creeps, but there's nothing around him. We'll find some now. Not going to be enough for the buy.
Off. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, if the fight kicks off, if they get a kill, he'll have enough.
They've got the push going bottom, and Black Dragon is going to shove it in. And Sumail, it looks like he's maybe setting up to see if someone reacts to it. He's TPing bottom very early. The other Boots of Travel. They do have Boots of Travel on Mind Control.
I mean, you know, if you're Nigma Galaxy, are you sort of in a position where you are going to have heroes kind of looking for these rat plays, or do you not need to do that? You just want to fight as a 5-man?
You're going to have to try to just fight at this 5-man, but maybe you won't. I mean, it's tough to really say. It's really going to be all about vision, and maybe they do just wait for these tier 5 neutrals, or set a trap for the tier 5 neutrals that we have seen some teams do. ManaspA's always going to have the lane push advantage since they have those two lanes pushed in already with the Rax advantage. So, Nigma, they always have to react to these side lanes a little bit.
At this point of the game as well, what do you think the next big item is going to be for Wish? He can get the Blessing sent out, giving him that extra slot.
They didn't get an AC, huh? I mean, that was probably one of them, but that was ages ago, so I'm not really too sure. He might just go full damage at this point. Maybe some Nullifier or something to focus fire things. Not sure.
Maybe a Rapier himself. Maybe. The game is in Rapier territory. We're hitting 60 minutes. I mean, and as it is, Nigma Galaxy, they've been pushed back. So ManaspA will have control of the map for the 60-minute neutrals.
They want to go for this high ground though with this Aegis. Wish. 14 seconds till DK form. They're taking out the final Rax. It dies very fast. So Megas.
Spartan laying down the tombstone for vision.
Very likely the Megas are going to be grabbed.
He's positioned pretty aggressively. Of course, still has the Aegis for a minute. We'll see Skylark getting in with the Doom onto the two of them. He's on top of Sumail and GH. Amar trying to look towards Nande, but he gets knocked back to the side by the concussive grenade. Amar will jump forward again. See now Skylark having to back outside of the base here. He's trying to retreat. The Doom's going to be coming to an end shortly. Amar still surrounded. He gets caught by the arrow, but the Dark Pack was there in time, and Amar is able to pounce back up to the safety of the high ground.
ManaspA.
And now he's ready to get back in. Jumps back over towards the Undying, takes out Spartan. They're out with the retreat. The BKB's there from Nande's tipping out. There's no one to find him. Nande will get out alive. Desire also able to escape.
Oh my god.
But Nigma Galaxy, they hold, they push them back, they get the 2 kills, and honestly, just a lot of chaos that Amar was able to very successfully create. He sort of just jumped into the midst of them, and it's sort of a panic set in for ManaspA. They were trying to deal with the Slark, but between the Shadow Dance, the Dark Pack, and the Depth Shroud, they couldn't quite deal with him. Refresher as well, the 2 rounds of it.
Exactly.
He was just sort of this hero that they couldn't see, they couldn't touch, and it gave all the time for the rest of Nigma Galaxy to deal with the aggressive jump from ManaspA.
I mean, the way that the fights are just getting split up is crazy. Skylark, he's going for the right targets. He gets on GH, but they're actually just playing so well. They're distancing and playing with each other.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
So what are we getting? The big stuff here. Apex and Seer Stone. Who's going to be taking what?
GH definitely takes Seer Stone. Yeah. Super good on this Shadow Demon who doesn't have any cast range.
I'm honestly, Trish Cloak's been doing Amar great stuff. Does he want the Apex still over it?
I think he does.
Yeah.
It's too strong.
It's so much agi. Yeah, plus 70. It's coming out to win. Book of Shadows. That's great for this fight.
Oh my god, they got blessed.
They're getting the good stuff here, Nigma Galaxy. They really are.
And ManaspA, they can't come out to get any of these. This could be huge windows. Aegis, of course, was reclaimed. Scary moments for ManaspA.
Like I said, it's all on Nande. Nande with the damage. If he can just hold the high ground.
They even get the arc. All
Honestly,
these items are so good.
They really did kind of hit the jackpot here with these neutral items.
I mean, there was a time for people who remember the Rapier play with Sumail and stuff like that, with the blade mail back at the Boston Major. This is also versus Spartan, so it could be some kind of weird reflection plays that bring back some memories. Who's gonna carry that Arcanist armor? I guess they give it to. Actually, does anybody want to carry it? I mean, it's pretty damn good this game to deal with Rapier, but Fallen Sky.
I mean, what are they getting on the side of ManaspA? Fallen Sky is.
That's it so far.
Skylark can play with that if he wants to.
Okay, and it looks like they're giving it to Wish, and Wish has queued up his next item right now.
All right, for Wish instead. Okay, sure. There's good stats as well.
Gives him 2 ways to initiate too.
Yep.
Can be pretty nice in this game. Neck and neck buybacks. They're all about to be back up, Owen.
Oh my
We're about
goodness.
to have all 10 buybacks.
We're gonna have like some 10 buyback fight. Yeah.
So I mean, outpost control definitely going to be important, even though there's tons of. Actually, there's so many boots of travel 2s at this point, so maybe not as Amar.
I mean, 20 seconds until his refresh is back up, so he will only have 1 round of the Shadow Dance, the Dirt Shroud, if he goes in now. They find the Giant's Ring on Monaspa.
Oh, these fights are going to be tough to keep track of. Book of Shadows, of course, too. These so many different forms of protection.
Meanwhile, Amar, okay, we'll get a free pick onto Spartan outside of the base. Spartan will buy back immediately. The Raw holds back Skylark. Both Skylark and Sumail did use their BKBs here.
That's a waste of Doom. That's a very big deal. He does not have the refresher just yet. He doesn't want to commit the gold. That is pretty massive there for the side of Nigma.
But look at these dragons.
You're getting distracted by the dragons.
Look at that. Glorious. The true sort of end game boss that Nigma Galaxy are having to deal with here.
I mean, they're going to have their own dragons, too.
Oh, that's true. Here we go.
Oh, my God. Look at it go. It's huge. What is going on? It's even bigger.
It's terrifying.
Oh, I love it. 64 minutes. Doom, he has committed the gold, so no buyback on Skylark.
What's he committed it for?
Refresher.
Refresher, okay. I mean...
Yeah, they're not actually carrying the Arcanist armor. Okay.
Arcanist armor? I mean, who's sort of got a slot for it?
I mean, it's MC, but MC is just more about positioning. He's been holding Ninja Gear the whole time.
Yeah, honestly, having that kind of, especially with kind of low cooldowns as well, the uptime on the smoke is massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he gets a Raw, it could be a game-winning Raw. Desire, he's on the cliff. They know he's up there.
Uh-oh. See you later. 115 seconds.
That's
gem
a gem
on the floor.
Now back to having complete control of the gems here. Nigma Galaxy. And what do we got? Oh, Nande's at least got the pirate hat. So he's going to be making money. And of course, that attack speed is nothing to laugh at. This sniper's going to hit hard and fast.
I wonder how much it actually increases it. He's actually pretty close to having the maximum attack speed.
I think so,
anyway.
right, with the moon shard. And
I mean, but even before that, he's pretty close to having it, to be completely honest with you. He's 0.31, so I wonder how effective it is really going to be at the end of the day. BKB now for Amar, so another form of protection. And he's going to soon be able... Oh, wait, actually, did he actually commit for it? Or I think he sold it right after I said that. He did. Waiting to be able to maybe buy that Aghanim Blessing plus BKB. Dragons. Mind control dealing with the lanes. Keeping himself ninja geared up. These fights are so crazy. 2,000 gold though, the Doom, still no buyback, so dangerous positioning for ManaspA.
The pirate hat is definitely going to help sort that. You know, bounties are being dug up here by Nande. So helping close the gap for the Doom.
Yeah, they still haven't found those other 2 neutrals, haven't been giving the opportunity. Sumail walking up, it's a scary place to go.
It is, because Nande's got a lot of damage.
Oh, whoops. I think that was Kuroki's 4-step. Push Sumail in a little deep.
Excuse me. Careful, Kuro.
This is super tense.
I mean, they have got a lot of ways that Sumail can survive.
Roshan's back up.
Between what's sort of the nihilism and also the fact that Kuro does have the Book of Shadows as well, and also pop that out onto him, make sure that put him into a state where Nande can't attack.
They have like 100 different forms of saves. It really feels like they have even the the gobble up that we're mentioning also from Kuro. He can use it defensively. They have the disruptions.
Sure.
They have so many different things that they could throw onto him. And yeah, Roche now it's scouted. MC, he's pinging it.
Sumail, what's he going to do with the money? What can he do with the money? Yeah, refresher for the backpack. It's probably going to be the next thing.
I think refresher, and honestly, I really want to see him pick up the moon shard and give it to Amar. I think that's...
No, Mar's already got it.
Okay,
He's already got it.
JK.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And they'll also have this Roshan, as ManaspA won't be able to step anywhere near there. Who still needs an Axe on Nigma Galaxy?
Nobody.
The drums of Slog!
No, don't do it. I mean, why not? Sure.
Well, he's the only one who didn't have it, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
here we go. You thought they weren't... We've seen him a few times today. We're going to see him again. The drums of Slom. Honestly, it's crazy. We've just literally never seen anyone by this time. It's been, what, 3 games today we've had the drums?
3 games now. Well, this one...
What's going on?
We don't count this one. Come on.
Well,
this one needs given to him.
He
didn't buy
it.
Slom, but he didn't buy it.
I mean, he was going to.
Okay, maybe he was. Maybe I don't think he was.
Here come the drums.
Tenth state. How are we looking on buybacks? Still 1,500
I would look on
for
money
the Doom.
on Nande, because Nande was getting a lot of money up. He's getting a Swift Blink next. Okay.
Okay. Not having the secondary Rapier, I guess.
I don't know what he's going to take out for the Swift Blink. Everything else is kind of important.
Might be the Silver Edge.
I'll take that.
Sure. I guess the break itself is not really too...
No.
You know, it's not
Maybe.
super necessary.
Who knows? It's all up to execution at this point. As Nigma really making magic happen this game. What looked like an almost impossible game to recover. They fully have done so.
Yeah, I think at one point they were about 20k behind, or close to that.
Just about.
And then that whole sort of fight kicked off around the Roche pit. Mar makes that steal, and yeah, suddenly things got a lot more complicated for ManaspA. And ManaspA, of course, by no means out of this. A good high ground defense could absolutely shake things up once again.
We could be in for the long haul. I mean, we already are, but could be even way longer, honestly, at this rate.
Yeah. So we've had honestly some crazy games today. If you didn't catch any of the earlier ones, you should definitely make sure you're able to do so. I will warn you though, this one might be beating them all so far. This is it's getting even crazier now.
Yeah, especially now GH he has a refresher shard that he's picked up, so now it's 6 demonic purges, 6 demonic cleanses. Doesn't even have the mana for all this. How long till Doom buyback? Skylark, yeah, getting closer and closer. 1,000 more gold. Dying. Spartan deciding which talent he wants to go for here. Does he want to get reincarnation? Something you don't really see too often. The Undying level 25.
And not at all. Not at all. We don't get to enjoy this much.
Maybe holding the skill point until something happens in case he gets picked off.
Well,
and
that's the
doesn't
thing,
want to
right?
waste it,
He can control where he uses the reincarnation.
Absolutely.
Maybe he wants to die, use the buyback, and then have it for the next fight. Even though, of course, his buyback is still on cooldown for a minute, and a minute and a bit.
Gonna get ward positioning here.
They're coming out at the base, though. This is
They broke the Lincolns.
a bit of a risk.
Amar.
And Sumail will put the BKB. Gonna try and turn towards Wish, but Wish is able to keep resistance. Mind controls in with the Roar, but the Roar gets reflected, and Nande's doing the damage. Mind controls in trouble. They'll lose the Beastmaster. See if they can chase for more here. Wish looking over towards Sumail. Sumail able to get the blink off in time. They'll close the gap on Kuroki instead. ManaspA, they'll slowly but surely be able to take out the 2 of them. The Book of Shadows buying some safety for Kuro, but he'll still go down. Nande with the double as ManaspA, they hold.
Okay, and it looks like he got rid of the Hurricane Pike, by the way, and he's gotten his Swift Blink on
All
Nande.
right. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
He's got enough for positioning. And
he's 25 anyway, so he's the attack range talent, so...
That's true.
Yep.
No, that is true. He's got that to make up for it. Mirror Shield, balancing all
one.
things. They also get one themselves. Definitely going to be... someone's going to want to hold that. Probably... Actually, who does want to hold that? What are they not? Do you kind of favor the other items?
I think you give it to Doom.
Probably right. He's the one going in. Yeah, he's the one going in. And you don't need this. Oh, Stygian Desolator, beautiful.
I think he should.
Honestly,
I think he maybe swaps that in, or just swaps between both when he's digging and whatnot, whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's better for sort of the DPS, so that insane attack speed or the Stygian damage. He's actually going to send the Stygian back. He just wants to keep the attack speed of the pirate hat.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Whatever. He already hits incredibly hard
he
anyway.
He really does with this Rapier. I mean, look at this. We've incredible swings this game.
So much still, it's all about like these positioning. Who's able to get initiation? Who's got the high ground? If ManaspA has high ground, they're always going to have a bit more of an advantage, as we saw there again. 40 seconds until my control respawns. All buybacks going to be back up except for the Undying, who doesn't have gold.
He'll have it soon, right? With a few rounds of the pirate hat. How much is he off?
1,600.
I mean, with the pace that this game's going, they'll be able to hold back until they can get that. Honestly, for Nande, the next thing to do really is just get buyback gold and get a backup Rapier.
He pretty much, yeah, he's going to
get another Rapier, hold it in the base, and have it for the buyback.
And he's got to dig every single time it's up. It's been up for 5 seconds. Not dig.
Come on.
Dig. Okay, good. 162. So 10 more digs.
It's a lot of money.
9 more digs in order to have the Undying's buyback.
Yeah.
72 minutes in.
I mean, they don't want to push right now, ManaspA. They don't want to push. They'll wait out at least the Aegis. It's soon to expire on Amar.
They're starting to get more defensive items too to be able to protect this sniper. They have a Lincoln's also for Desire, and a DD has spawned bottom.
Ooh, where's Nande? Get
He's
over
running.
here, Mr. Sniper.
He's booking it.
Grab that double of damage.
0.28 attack speed. Yeah, he's peaked now.
Is he actually? I was gonna. What is the max attack speed nowadays?
I think it is about like 0.28, right? I thought it was actually. I thought it was 0.31, but I'm wrong. You can check.
I don't know. It's just showing me a graph that's really confused me. He's a max attack speed.
He's pretty
We'll
much
say
there
that.
anyway. What's the difference between 0.28 and 0.27, right?
Dagons are coming out.
Okay. Oh my God, we're having like so many flashbacks to so many different games throughout all the years. These Dagons are the clear illusions, though.
That's true. That is definitely super effective against these dragons.
He tips him. He's like, "Oh, that's smart. I like that."
Are we still in this? You know, GH is doing it out. I remember sort of a game where like Puppy did this on his Prophet.
Yep.
In fact, that game I think Puppy rushed Dagon.
I think he
but
did
it wasn't. It was to deal with some like Naga Siren and the illusions. So, you know, these players they know the counters for the illusions. So next time you see your support rushing Dagon against the enemy carry Naga Siren, you know they're just following the footsteps of the pros in.
Yeah, or the 73-minute game where there's a giant string DK with the Manta. So
That's true.
Important.
All it takes is that one little Dagon to get rid of these dragons.
It is important.
Yeah.
Just anything about vision, anything about controlling the aspects to be able to get into the team fights. Spartan, he will grab his reincarnate talent now. Finally, it took a long time to be able to do it, but he's carrying the Stygian Desolator, by the way.
Who is? Oh, come on now.
He wants some fun, too.
I mean, it's obviously great for the push.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If it ever gets to the point where they're hitting the buildings, getting the hits in.
If he gets one hit on anyone with Flesh Golem and with the Stygian Desolator, they're going to get shredded.
That's true.
That's kind of cool.
He is going to be this fantastic offensive frontliner for the sniper. Absolutely, if he gets that debuff on someone. Amar!
ManaspA, they're going in.
I'm going to get the Hex off onto the side for Spawn! We'll get the BKB off. Amar! He's going to have to be careful here, but the Shadow Knight's coming to an end, and the Doom's closing in on them. They're in on top of Mind Control. He's ended up getting caught out by the Reflected Roar.
Deleted.
Mind Control's gone. They had to get back to the base. Nigma Galaxy, they've got to be on the retreat. Let's see Wish trying to chase.
Skylark's in.
He's in again. He's able to make the jump up to the high ground. They'll take down the Slug. The ones, the buybacks are coming in, but Skylark, he's closing the gap on Sumail. Sumail will be able to keep his distance and put the BKB. But underneath the tower, Kuro's taken out. It's a dive from him. The Roar's there onto Nande. Amar, he's in onto the sniper. They've got to kill this sniper, and they're able to do so. Nande goes down. Amar takes out Spartan, and Amar picks up the Rapier.
And they're also going to get Wish, too. He's broken.
See if they can go for Spartan again. They certainly can.
Oh, my God.
Right, it cost them 4 buybacks, but they hold. And, of course, Nande, he had enough money for the backup. He had enough money for the backup. So the defense is there for Nigma Galaxy, but it is an expensive one. 4 buybacks used, but Amar, he's now sporting a Rapier.
I mean, for Nande, they went up super aggressively into high ground. They just jumped right on top of him. They all stacked up. A bit too aggressive from ManaspA. Costed a lot of buybacks, but
I mean,
there's win conditions now.
But for both sides.
For both sides.
For both sides. This is the thing, you know, you've just brought back as 4, 75 minutes in. Are Nigma Galaxy going to be able to find the confidence to push with this, or are they got to sort of just wait it out again? We'll see. Again, this fight, you know, ManaspA, they really wanted to force this against Skylark going in super deep. It was a pretty good start here with the fact that the Roar gets reflected onto Mind Control, and he's taken out immediately. But as it was, you know, they chase and they chase, and at this stage, buybacks, they will do that. They will allow you to turn a fight around in a game that's this close.
And they get this control, really. These hexes, these roars that are coming out, all these refreshers and everything, too. Nigma, they're looking to go for high ground here.
It's a huge risk, though. They've used their buybacks. If they fail this push, they will lose the game.
I mean, honestly, the GH is doing some incredible invisible impact. You're seeing all these cores. They're doing some crazy stuff. But honestly, GH...
Was it Demonic Purges?
He purged
everything
6
everywhere?
people. He purged 6 times in the fight, if I'm not mistaken there. And it's a break, too. So it does make a difference versus this DK, who's honestly super tanky, but not if he's broken. This is nuts.
I mean, 6 terrifying minutes, honestly.
6 terrifying minutes, and the most gold I think we're going to see on some heroes ever. 21,000 gold on Sumail.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, he's just got nothing to spend it on.
I mean, yeah, there's literally nothing you can do.
Yeah, treat GH to a Moon Shard, you know.
He could have one.
Yeah, just buy the boys a Moon Shard.
They're too. I mean, at this point, they're just focused. Roche, 10 seconds.
And neither team really wanting to start something right now.
No, it's terrifying to go anywhere.
It's far too risky.
Doom and DK have
Roche,
buyback, but Lesh does. Roche.
Nigma can go for Roche.
Did they scout it? I think they did scout it.
You know, they can absolutely start looking for Roche if they want to here.
But ManaspA's coming out. How long on the reincarnation, at least from the Undying? It's still got a
Only
long time.
Sumail with buyback on Nigma Galaxy. Anybody else gets caught and it's gone.
Things are starting to get a
50
little
FPS,
crazy. Yeah.
all game. Well, tell you
All
what,
game.
he's been doing all right if he's playing on 50 FPS. Not bad here from Spartan, but we'll go for the reconnect here from ManaspA.
So tough to keep track of every single one of these spells. It's pretty nuts.
And I think, you know, we're pretty much guaranteed to sort of pass, I believe, the 78-minute mark. I believe the longest game we'd had in this this tour's Western Europe region was Ooredoo versus OG. Not today's games, but the other day where we had a 78-minute one. This one, it's looking to pass that point. So if you're here, ladies and gentlemen, you are here for the longest game we've had so far this tour. And still a game that it's uncertain who's going to take it. Nigma Galaxy, they may have the gold lead, but that only means so much at this point. The thing that really matters are those buybacks. And as you can see on the left of your screen, the overall status for Nigma Galaxy's buybacks is not as comfortable as that for ManaspA.
Can they get on GH though? I think he really is probably going to be one of the bigger priorities at this point. He has the 25 as well too, so his potential of like 6 purges, 6 cleanses, quad disruptions. He has crazy things that he can really do with this, and he's always going to have positioning too with that Seer Stone. So honestly, it's like you want to doom cores, but you also might just want to put a lot more attention onto the Shadow Demon who doesn't have buyback. And MC, we do see him now. He has, I mean, he's probably did it a while ago and we didn't notice, at least I didn't, but he's been swapping in the Ninja gear and the Arcanist armor a bit too. So.
Okay, he's at least carrying that out.
Yeah, it's pretty important.
Team.
Every little thing matters at this point.
Absolutely, you want to throw that in for the team fight, especially after you sort of use the jump from the self-smoke of the Ninja gear.
Oh, don't pull up an arrow stat at 80 minutes. Wait, what the? Wait, dude, what if he misses the triple arrow? Does that count as 3 misses?
I think...
That's his bullying.
I don't know, yeah.
I actually don't know. Wish continues to send his annoying illusions. I'm starting to get FPS lag as well with these double giant ring dragons everywhere.
My goodness, so many dragons.
And he can make illusions of the illusions. Dealing with the push every time.
Wind Waker, I mean, he's 9 slotted here on Sumail. I guess what if you want to be, well, if you want to count the neutral and the Aghanims and the Aghanim Shard, then he's 12 slotted. 12 slotted Leshrac here.
How do you swap in all these items? This is so difficult to Roche.
They're going for it. ManaspA's heading over. It's still very scary for Nigma Galaxy.
The wraparound, they're getting the high ground. Desire gets a ward down.
And Wish is still sending the illusions in. Again, they have this vision advantage, ManaspA.
They're on Kuro.
He's going to get in with the jump onto Kuro. Nigma Galaxy, they might just want to leave Kuro behind. He's been caught by the Doom of Skylark. Do Nigma Galaxy really want to try and fight here? No, they've got to bail. They've surely got to bail. Kuro's gone. They have to retreat. They have to get out of here, Nigma Galaxy.
Can they get away, though? Can the cores get out?
GH is away, and they will. They'll manage to disengage.
They prioritize Roche.
Yeah, ManaspA, they know they get 1 kill, and they know that Nigma Galaxy has to run, so they'll get the space themselves to finish Roche. And does anyone even still need the axe? Would Desire still not have one? He doesn't, so I imagine they'll go... Oh, actually, I guess the Sniper also didn't have one still, right?
Sure.
Yeah, he's just going to take it.
Why not?
Take it, get the Assassinate upgraded.
Even though he hasn't even used Assassinate in probably like 20 minutes or something like that, might as well give him that too. He's hanging on to the Refresher. I thought they might give it to Spartan for double Tombstone or something like that. Spartan also has a Lincoln's, by the way. Everyone's starting to get pretty much 6-slotted. Big moment there, though. 50 seconds, no snap. They might be able to get the Mega. Of course, Nigma can deal with the Megas. Sumail prepping the stuns. ManaspA. How do they enter?
Oh, they are. Sumail's in! He's going to try and jump forward with the Nihilism, but the Beekeeper's already out for Nande. Nande turns over towards Sumail Lamar. He's trying to get it onto the Dragon Knight. The Wind Waker here from Sumail, allowing him to disengage from the fight now, but Nande's still closing in. The disruption comes out from GH. Arrow won't quite be there to follow up, so Sumail will still live. Another defensive destruction from GH, giving an extra chance here for Mind Control. Livy pops the refresh, he gets the blink off. The Eon Disc is back up, he's into the fountain. Nigma Galaxy, they'll be able to survive, but indeed the damage to the base has been done. Mega creeps are out for ManaspA.
Nobody died. I mean, the disruptions from GH, super
He's
clutch.
saving him.
He did have to use his refresher, though, so that is 1 full set.
Unless he jumped in there, careful.
More jumps up
They're one of the tier 4s. Kuro's going to be back in a couple of seconds. Mind control, look for the roll. It's going to get reflected by the Lotus Sword. Mind control dies.
No buyback.
He's out for 2 minutes.
Amar,
he jumps in. He will get the BKB off, but he's gone. Out without buyback. ManaspA, they can look to push up for more. Skylark's in on top of Kuroki. They'll turn towards Sumail. The second dude gets laid down. Sumail is able to bring down Spartan the once, but Nande's in, takes out Kuro, turns towards GH and Sumail. There's no buybacks left to be had here for Nigma Galaxy. Sumail will fall. Slowly but surely, and GG, it's called.
oh my God.
As 81 minutes in, ManaspA, they'll be able to take the first game here of this best of one tiebreakers.
Well, that starts everything out for us. How the hell do we follow up this? 81 minutes after a crazy best of 3.